Do it. There's a question here. People on the YouTube, give your comments, answers. Let me check out. All right, I'm start seeing the answers coming up. As we do regularly, first ask to the team members, in this question, who is the target? Who is being targeted? Question goes to whom? Any specific individual or a question to an organization? Question to a manager? Who the question is going? Okay, I'm seeing a Vipin is giving answer and good. Yeah, go ahead. Who is being targeted?
Why it is mentioned, so management decides on.
So the question goes to management. This question, I'm
Resources
still.
are needed.
Who should be responsible
Uh-huh.
Agile team is
Okay.
targeted.
Team is targeted. Okay, let's understand the question. An agile team is in dire need of additional resources. So the department decides to add another team. Okay, this is the main part. Who decides? Department decides. A few teams are possible candidates. Few teams. I'm not talking one person, few teams. So management decides, management here it's a department, here it is management, decides on using a performance test to decide which team to add for 10 iterations. They want to add another team for 10 iterations. We don't know, is it a 1 week iteration or a 2 week iteration or a 3 week iteration or a 4 week iteration? We don't know. But they want to add a team based on the performance. Now, question is, who should be responsible for hiring the new team? Now, question is about hiring. Now, one thing we understood, the department has decided that they want people. That's clear. Another thing is management decided using a performance test. Department is involving, management is involving. Now, the question is, who will be responsible for hiring this particular new team for this work item? Now, this is a clarity. It is not asking you as a project manager. It is not asking you as a scrum master. It is not asking one team member what they will do. It's a very generic question. It's a very generic question for a common man, generic question for a project manager, generic question for a person working in a company who will be responsible. Now you have to see them in a common way. Now let's look A, B, C, D, 4 answers are here. Now your brain will quickly calculate and it will tell this answer will not be an answer at any chance. One will be the total out of scope. Can you tell me that one answer which is out of scope?
A.
Existing agile team. Okay. I'm also seeing YouTube.
product owner?
Product
Okay, first
owner.
I'm striking out first agile team. So agile team cannot hire. Is this true? They cannot hire, isn't it? That is not
Yeah.
their responsibility. Very good. It's gone out.
Yes.
Now we have
Product
one gone out. Product owner. Now let's understand something what these guys are capable of. Product owner is capable of handling The product itself capable of prioritizing the work, capable of reviewing and accepting the work. Now, apart from this, do you think that person has to take care of hiring also?
No.
So product owner cannot be there because of the reason of the person's responsibility is different. Also, product owner is also called as, what is the other name for product owner?
Voice of customer,
Exactly,
VOC.
representative.
representative,
Representative of what?
customer.
Customer representative. When I say a customer representative, how can I believe or want my product owner to be hiring officer? Isn't it? You can have a word, you can have an opinion, but doesn't mean you can do sit and hire the process. So it's a strikeout. So D has gone, A has gone, isn't it? Can we all agree D and A is gone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, if we agree for both, now comes a competition. The competition is between the team lead and the management. Now, team lead is pointing to one particular person. And this person can be part of Agile team. Is this possible?
Possible.
Yeah.
When I say management, it could be a department. A department has a bunch of people whom I can have somebody call human resource department or recruitment department. Have you heard about recruitment department? Recruitment.
Yeah.
Or I can have somebody call project management office or agile project management office. I can have somebody call product or project manager. I can have project manager. I can have delivery manager, isn't it? Many. I can give a big list here. Now I have one person called team lead. A team lead can be a people person, but primarily team lead will be more on technical and work related person. Now there is a big competition now. The competition is between B and C. Okay. Before we go here, I'll go to one particular situation, explain and come back. Okay, so far we have eliminated A, we eliminated D. Now we have a B and C. Okay. Now let's read the question one more time, then we'll go for explanation. An agile team is in dire need. An agile team is need, okay, of additional resources. So the department decides to add another agile team, not one person, a team itself. 8 people, 10 people, 11 people, one bunch of people going to come inside. A few teams are possible, not one person, teams are possible. So the management decides to using a performance test to decide which team to add for the 10 iterations. Who decides? Management decides. Now the question is, who will hire? In the question itself, you have some answer. Or is anyone getting a clue there? Your question itself having some answer. Okay, let's park that. Then what we'll do is,
Management.
yeah, some hint is there, but let's not jump to the answer right now. I'm going to show something and come back here. Let's talk something on the agile part. Okay. On the agile part, let's talk something on the agile. Hope you're seeing the screen right now. Are you getting the screen? What I'm sharing?
Yes.
You got it, right? So let's see something on agile roles part. So in agile roles, agile team here, manager. Okay, there are 3 people we primarily think as a role in agile. Agile team, as such, they are the people who define, develop, and test it, further deliver it. If you remember in the class, we learned a team is capable of certain things. What they can do? They can
Define,
define the work. They can develop the
develop,
work. They are the person who can test that particular work. And they are the person who can
deliver.
deliver, I can say that value. They deliver value. They don't deliver something crap things, isn't it? They deliver something valuable one. Okay, that's not the scope of the question. The question is, we have to understand that who is going to do the hiring process. So the team cannot do that. We'll also learn the product owner will not do, because product owner is responsible for taking product ownership. Scrum Master is part of the team. Sometimes a Scrum Master behave as if like a team lead in some companies. It's a kind of a role here and there, but as per the books, Scrum Master is a person who facilitate, who do servant leadership, there it stops. Now, what we understood is an agile team is a package of all these three set of people coming together. It's a package, it's called team. That's a team. Now, let's understand something more. Let's look at this picture now. A team works like this. So you have a Scrum. I'm taking Scrum Agile here to show that a team is a combo or combination of a particular person called Scrum Master or a person who knows the process very well. We have a product owner. We have a set of team members who are cross-functional and self-organizing. Do anyone remember this term, cross-functional self-organizing? Cross-functional and self-organizing. Self-organizing is very explanatory. That means team can manage themselves. What is cross-function? Do anyone know what is cross-functional?
Different technical team members.
Exactly. Different flavors coming together. If you see the flavor here, somebody can do testing part, somebody could development part, somebody can do architecture, somebody do business. It's a package of a team which is a cross-functional. They can do anything. Now, the main question for us is who is going to bring another team here? Like the same way, I want another box. In this box, I need somebody called Scrum Master. I may need somebody called Product Owner. I may need some cross-functional team members. Question is, can they do it? The answer is no. Can a team lead like this guy can do it? That's also no. Then who can do it? That's why in our company, we have something called management. When I say management, it could be project management person. It could be. I'm not saying that's the only person. I can call somebody called delivery management. I can call somebody who's called program management. You name it. Somebody who knows a long-term vision, long-term goal. Now, when you talk about this question, you should also remember there is something called centralized decision, decentralized decision. Have anyone heard about it? Centralized decision, decentralized decision. In the books of Agile or books of management or in PMP books, you will read something called centralized and decentralized. When you form a team, will it be called as a centralized decision or decentralized decision? When you say centralized, anything the senior management, top management make a decision, centralized, which is a long-term decisions. When you say decentralized, each individual team take a call, take a decision based on the data what they have. So when you make a new team formation, when you make a roadmap, when you make a long-term plan, this is all financial oriented. These all long-term impact to the company. So such kind of decisions usually stay with the top management. Is this true in your company also?
Yes.
This is true, isn't it? So we make a long-term decisions done by the top management. Whereas in a deliverable, next week, what to do? A new item to be added by coming days, what to do? That can be decentralized. The team can do it. So now, why am I have to explain all these things for one question? By the way, when I'm explaining one question, I'm not talking for one question. Your brain can think in a different dimensions when a question like this comes in, where decentralized, centralized decision making or product owner and product manager roles. When you understand this clarity, chances are like this, you can solve another 3-4 model of questions. Now, after all this understanding, let's go back to the question now. Okay, what was the answers we targeted? Which particular answers we were close to? One is talking about
B and C, that is team leader and management.
D and C, right? Let's come to that question. Appreciate that memory bar. Let me go there. All right, I'm back here again. I'm going to put that on the screen. All right, so at least from people I heard that, hey guys, A will go off because this is not one we want. D will go off, we got it. Now competition is between B and C. Now after you listening all these concepts, if I ask you whether to go B or C, what is your answer?
It should be C.
C.
C should be a better answer so far. But somebody can debate with me, no, Shri. I will go for team lead. Yes, you can try. But the problem is lead may not have that kind of an accountability or information or a decision-making power. That's a problem. You can involve, but you cannot conclude it. End of that, you have to go to your management. You may talk to the team, new team, but you will tell guys, let's have a conversation with the senior management, then we'll make a decision. So you have to wait for it. It's a time delay there. In lean management, unwanted process is a waste. Hope you understood. In lean management, unwanted. That's why we learned in our classes somewhere, I have given a picture for you. A big circle is lean, if you remember it. Do you remember that? Big circle is lean. In the inner circle, what you have?
Agile, and within
Agile.
that, Scrum and XP.
Exactly. When you follow a lean concept, you try to avoid unwanted processes straight away. Was it clear?